Okay, guys, part 2 here of the stuff I'm sending into ComC. Again, like, guys, you got to send in stuff that's rare, okay? That there's hardly any of these on ComC, these Crane basketball discs. And I think I might have 50 cents a piece into them. I should be able to get 5 or so. This kind of stuff, don't discredit this kind of stuff because it's rare, you know? It's Dan Quisenberry, but you probably get a couple bucks out of it. There's none of those on there. And you can see what's sold in the past. You don't necessarily can't see what they sold for, but you can see what's on there, how many are on there, if there are any on there. Something like this, if there's nothing on there, send it. You get $4 or $5 for it. This card, Lloyd free, I think that was like $25. That came in a lot that I probably paid probably 50 of these cards for 50 bucks or something like that. So if I get half my money back on one card, that's, perfect. And then got a Desert Shield, extremely popular, Joe Torre, and that's certified JSA. You just have to decide what you're going to send, I encourage you all to do this, and I encourage you all to start an eBay store. So these were all cards I just had in boxes, and find out that these gold signature cards from Action Pack are actually worth a little bit of money, $2-3 a piece. Some of this stuff, I don't have the time to list on eBay, so some pretty good stuff in here actually. Bryce Harper. And some of the stuff I had at shows for a while, and they just didn't sell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them in, and then they'll sell eventually. And I'll use the credit to do something else, and I'll show you guys what I do. But here's a bunch of Star basketball. These are hard to find. These were all from the National a few months ago, and Bulls, especially because of Jordan, obviously they do really well, even though I don't think that's the year prior to Jordan, but it doesn't matter. Lakers do well, Celtics do well. This, I paid $1 for that. That's Magic Johnson's second year. I'll probably get 20, no problem on that. So I think on average these were, I think, $5 or $6 they were selling for. So on average, I'm probably going to get $4 to $5 a piece on these. And I can probably assume $4 a piece on average after all my fees and everything. So let's say and I know these will go for more because this is a subset in Star basketball. So a bunch of Star stuff. And there's quite a few of these on there, but some of these cards, there's hardly any of them on ComC. So if there's 20 of them on there, if there's 20 of this card, I'm not going to send it. But I know there was only maybe none, maybe 1 or 2 on there of that Dennis Johnson. So these like kind of odd cards will do well. Jay Johnstone with the hat, Mickey Hatcher with the big glove. You guys might have some of these. They'll go for $3 or $4 or $5. High numbers. Kobe's are going to do well in general. So as long as I'm getting a couple bucks a piece, after everything. Some of the more expensive cards, obviously, I'm going to get more, but on this kind of random stuff, as long as I'm getting $2, $3, $4 a piece after what I paid for it and my fees and everything, I'm good, because what else can I do with all this stuff? And that's the type of stuff I'm going to look. I know I paid $2 a piece for these. These are going for about $10 a piece, I think, 10, 15. 1950 Bowman, 1940 Bowman, 49 Bowman. Some nicer stuff. The wrestling cards are doing well right now as well. So some kind of more beat up, but good players. Tops cards, vintage tops. And you might not get like the best grade on some of the stuff, but if they grade it, I don't know what their qualifications are or not, but ComC in general, it's going to demand a little higher price than if you just sell yourself on eBay, and the fees are actually like comparable to eBay fees. Willie Mays. So that one, that's an example of a card I had out for a while at shows, and it just didn't sell. So I'll take whatever I can get on it on ComC. You guys, these cards do well. These are the, I think, 66 Donruss Marvel cards. 57 Topps mid-series. This is Roger Craig autograph. So even like the more obscure, I mean, there's some pretty good stuff in here, just that didn't sell. So rather than hanging on to it, I'm just going to send it off, and then I don't have to really deal with it anymore. Like this Reggie Jackson's about a $200 card. So I have some nice stuff going out. But I'm going to show you guys, like, even say that Reggie Jackson is a $200 card. What I'm going to use with that credit is going to be worth more eventually to me than that card will be. So we got to think about how we're choosing the cards we're sending, how we're choosing what we're buying at shows or on eBays and lots or whatever, and then how are we choosing the cards we're sending to ComC. More Star Basketball. You know, you just can't send in stuff that's super common, you know, and expect to do well. You're gonna lose money unless it's really high value. But like base cards and stuff like that, you guys, most of the new base stuff is it's not even worth your time. And then you can also say you use a credit, you send a bunch of smaller items in, use a credit to, even if you're just a collector, use a credit to buy higher priced items, because you can get some deals on there. You can find some stuff on sale or send people offers. I got a bunch of Juan Gonzalez autographs. But that's it, guys. That's pretty good for now, but just to give you an idea of what to send, it's got to be stuff that's a little more unusual or unique or a higher value. Even like if it's unique and there's not many of it, you're going to do much better, you know, than sending like modern stuff. It's just got to be more rare. Not necessarily super valuable, but enough to sell for $4 or $5, and you guys will do well. And that's from what I see, from what I've sent in. I've always just tried to send in more unusual stuff that I think that there won't be many of. So just have that mindset when you're sending in a ComC. So please like and subscribe. Next video, I'm going to show what I'm buying on there and on ComC, and how to flip items as well. That might be a separate video, but stay tuned for those. We're just going to talk ComC for the next few videos, and we'll go on to other things after that. Thanks for watching, guys.